do this.
I've got that crazy story about the Michael Winslow story from Darnell Dawkins, Mouth Guitar Legend. Did I say the story?
No.
This was a crazy one. So at the end, there's a movie I did called Darnell Dawkins, Mouth Guitar Legend, where it was the story of myself and Jimi Hendrix. It was I played the Darnell Dawkins, Mouth Guitar Legend, where you went back into time during all of Jimi Hendrix's legacy. And this best friend was there, but it was never documented, and then the footage came out now. With that being said, it was about the greatest mouth guitarist of all time. Well, there was a role for my father in there. Mm-hmm. And I had originally hired Michael Winslow.
Okay.
From Police Academies.
Yeah, a lot of people compare me to him.
Yes, you were the Michael Winslow. Mm. He does the guitar, he does police sirens, the whole shit.
He does like everything, yeah.
He does everything. So he said yes. I had to book these flights to Orlando. He was living in Florida. I won't say what exact city. He was living in Florida, so I had to book.
I sort of heard what it was.
That's fine.
Living in just Florida. I'm not gonna.
I had to book these flights. At the time, I had just opened up my company, and like literally every dollar was poured into this fucking movie.
Right.
And the night before, he calls me and he's like, in a panic. His wife did before him, and his wife was like, Michael can't do this movie tomorrow. So you guys probably shouldn't come here. It was like Anchorman, that scene in Anchorman where they're calling for the other room, phone. Where it's just like, this is Dr. Jim Richards.
So you should probably get in a van and pack all your stuff and go and get out of here.
You're pregnant. You're having a baby.
Yeah,
you should probably That's exactly what it was. And I was like, hey, forgive me. I don't know you. I hired Michael through casting, and she was like, well, I'm his wife. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, can I just talk to him? Because I'm pretty sure I hear him in the background. Yeah. And I did. He was in the background kind of like whispering things to tell her to tell me. And I was like, hey man, this is Ross. I was like, look, we've spent a lot of money on this and I'm paying you a decent amount of money. Like I'm literally flying in from Los Angeles to Florida for one day to shoot you and get this footage and then bounce. And I was like, can you just please tell me what's going on here? And he was like, all right, listen. And this is exactly how we talked, by the way. And I have no problem throwing him under the fucking bus at this point.
Well, yeah.
Because he goes, I can't do this script. I can't do it. I can't do this script. And I was like, why can't you do the movie? Like, you agreed to this a month ago. And I was like, did you not read it?
Shit.
Yeah. And he goes, I was like, did you not read it? And he was like, no, I had not read it until today. I don't, and it's too offensive. It's too, this is too much. And that's what the conversation was. And finally I was like, hey man.
Darnell Dawkins?
So yeah, exactly. And I was like, well, there was nudity, a lot of nudity in it. And I go, what's the real fucking reason here? And is there any in between? Like, I can just fly out and get the shots that I need. I can change the dialogue, anything. It was like, no, okay. I'm friends with Bill Cosby, and we're working on a family show together for ABC or NBC or whatever it is. And he goes, I'm just afraid, Bill Cosby has a wholesome image, and if I do something like this is going to ruin my chances. Like, you don't want to cross Bill Cosby, especially when it comes to like non-wholesome stuff. And to this day, I've never forgotten that story. And I'm like, yeah. Cool. And I literally just want to look into camera and just say, how wholesome was he, Michael Winslow? Huh?
Yeah.
Is he that fucking wholesome? Because he's on trial for 19 different rapes right now. So.
And I'm sure all the comedians that he would either not want to perform with because they weren't clean. Yeah. And he would.
Oh, there's a laundry list. And there was
people
also
that idolized him, and he would give them shit or not even talk to them because he
used to call them up
or whatever. Yeah.
He used to call them up in back in the day, stand-up comedians.
They're all just like,
fuck you motherfucker.
Dude.
Yeah. Because Bill Cosby used to call up other stand-up comedians, especially African-American ones, and say, hey, what you're saying and doing on stage is wrong.
It's giving
You're
us
too
a bad
filthy.
name.
Yeah. It's giving our race, our culture a bad name and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, and a lot of people took it to heart. They were like, oh shit. Cosby just said he fucking hated us,